Alright, welcome back everybody, Dauntless here, and thank you for dropping by for yet another episode of The Last Express. So we've just... the bomb is okay, that's gone. And...
Pardon me, sir.
I guess he's in between rooms. I'm just gonna... I want to go talk to Wolf, but it seems like she's a little busy dealing with the night's excitement right now. Maybe she is. Maybe she's not lying. Maybe she has never killed anybody. That would be kind of interesting because she's Austrian secret police. She's Austrian secret police. So you would think she's like assassinated or done something, but maybe not so much. Maybe it's not like the whole James Bond thing where you pick somebody off every setting you enter. I guess we could talk to this nice gentleman. Maybe. I thought I saw the... oh, there it is.
There you are. What a nasty business. Oh well, good job it's over. Saves me a bit of trouble. Cheers.
Saves you trouble? How?
Oh well, the word went out that one of those anarchist chaps was travelling on the express precisely in order to blow up that poor old fellow Obolensky. So the company sent me along to see if I could spot him and nip things in the bud, you see, before any unpleasantness. Fact is, for a while I wasn't sure if it was him or you.
Me?
Well, travelling without a ticket, assumed name and all that, you can see why I might have wondered. No hard feelings, I hope?
No hard feelings.
Good job you finding that bomb. I wonder, have you ever considered doing a bit more work in this line?
What line?
Surely a man of your perception must realize that Europe is on the brink of war.
Oh
Britain
my.
and America have certain common interests. An American who knows his way about, cool head in a tight spot. Frankly, we could use a fellow like you.
Your English police seem to have a different opinion.
Oh yes, that awkward business with that Irish policeman.
Oh
As a
my
matter
God.
of fact, I've looked into that.
He knows who I am.
We really shouldn't have helped that fellow, even if he was wounded. Our police tend to take it rather to heart when a policeman is killed. But in this case, I think there may have been a bit of a misunderstanding. Guilt by association, if you see what I mean. Fact is, you're a doctor, Hippocratic oath and all that. I think we can clear this business up fairly easily, assuming we want to.
You mean assuming you want to?
This isn't the first time you've come to our attention, Mr. Cath.
Holy mackerel.
We never have known quite what to make of you. Some of us were of the opinion that you were rather a loose cannon, like your friend Mr. Whitney. Unfortunate what happened to him. Me, I've always felt that when push came to shove, you'd turn out to be one of our sort. What do you think?
I'm sorry, Abbott. I've never been much of a joiner.
Just remember, the offer is open. The world is changing and one does need to choose sides. And sometimes things change so fast that it's hard to tell one side from the other. But as I hate to say it, sometimes these situations do come down to a for us or against us sort of problem, if you see what I mean.
I'll remember that. Excuse me.
So he literally knows everything. And in case you're curious, that means there's 2 spies on this train.
Anna.
I'm very tired. Please let me go.
But.
Why are you following me?
But my room is that way.
There's so much I want to say. It's just that I am tired. You can't imagine how tired I am.
Whoa!
We'll talk in the morning. Good night.
I'd like to say for the record that the one part about the story that always kind of, I'm like, is the fact that they kind of get a relationship. Because I don't really remember where it came from. I know I saved her life and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know.
Come in.
Why not? As I said, it's like, where did it come from? But it is kind of like an old-fashioned story, A lot of the times they didn't really write a lot of exposition and build-up. Wait a minute, I thought he got rid of his vest. That's not good.
Something's wrong. We're not stopping.
Oh crap. Hi guys! Might I remind you I'm the one who got you those things? Ah crap. Well, another one down. Lost 2 passengers so far. Oh. Thank you, Mr. Mustache. Well, alrighty then. I'm not sure they really knew who they were messing with here, because in case you haven't figured it out, he's a freedom fighter, which means he's used to fighting and kind of being in tight spots. There we go. I wonder why they didn't take my matches off of me. One would think they'd kind of remember to do stuff like that, but oh well. Let's carry on. Hi! This is a timing thing. There we go. It's about knowing which punch he can throw where you can actually punch him back. Yeah, see? It's his left. If you can get his left in there, normally it works. Thankfully, there we go. Thankfully, there's not like a health system. If you get hit too many times in the fight, you go down. But if you can avoid, but if you beat him, it's not like it's going to transfer over. Aha! Hi!
Take off your sash!
You could have taken off the sash first.
Fine.
We're almost to the border. We've got to stop the train.
Why?
Why? Once we're in Serbia, they'll kill us.
And if we stop before the border?
The terrorists will be captured by the Austrian police.
Along with the arms.
Yes.
You're being used. You and August Schmidt.
What do you mean?
Germany and Austria want war. All they need is an incident to set it off, like Sarajevo. Sarajevo wasn't enough, but crates of machine guns captured in the hands of Serbian terrorists. Now that could start a war. Anna, how do you think your superiors knew about the arms sale? Schmidt's been set up. Germany wanted this deal to happen, and they wanted it blown wide open. By you. Anna, wait!
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you one of the greatest soundtracks of all time. Okay. I don't know if I should be doing this, but we'll see. I don't want to, like, assume that... Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, seen this.
Take off your sash!
Okay. So, unfortunately, there is no other way to know that she is there. So you just have to do this. So you basically run in there, get killed, and then you decide to go the other way. If you're clever, I guess, maybe, but we had to figure out the hard way that this was a really bad thing. That going that way was a dumb idea, and we would have to go across the top. Die. Did he just nod his hat off? I thought it blew off, but it looks more like he nods it off. Go down, buddy! I'm gonna guess that hurt. And here's the fun one. That sounded good.
Srpski seljačići nisu bili velika prepreka.
And it's just a bad guy, but that introduction was kind of awesome right there. I always thought that was awesome. And this is the hard one. because this is all about timing and knowing which way she's gonna attack. And you gotta block the right direction. Oh! Ow! That didn't... I thought I pressed the dodge button, but apparently I missed it. Thankfully it starts me right here. Normally I try not to hit women, but we'll make an exception in your case. I think it's a timing thing where if she's like too far ahead into the stab, and if she's too far back into the dodge, she'll angle it differently and kill you. Tunnel. Hit the horn! Oh boy. How'd I end up here? Oh, that was close. I wish I had gotten the sword, but, you know. Alright, let's see what's going on up at the front. Okay, so Milos is running the train. Okay. Well, let's do ourselves a favor and make sure that, can I get down there? I don't think so. Oh, wait, maybe I can. Yep, here we go. Let's make sure that the other guy doesn't come back. No, I'm not gonna go beat him to death. And this was one thing that was kind of funny. We were like, what are we supposed to do? And why does this only stop us here? Well, here's why. Oh, I forgot about this.
Monsieur, I beg you, stop this madness. The lives of these passengers, they are innocent people.
Slow down. You're wasting your breath.
You are not one of the bandits.
The bandits are dead. All but one.
Where is he?
He's running the train.
Ladies, gentlemen, if you would all please move out of the dining car and return to the sleeping car.
Was ist hier los? I demand to be told what's happening.
Monsieur, please, it is for your own safety. Your Excellency, may I escort you back to your compartment?
My granddaughter and I are traveling to Constantinople. And from Constantinople to Odessa.
Yes, of course. But won't you be more comfortable in the sleeping car with the rest of the passengers?
Those passengers will never arrive in Constantinople.
Whoa.
Listen,
okay.
why don't you go and see to the other passengers? I'll stay a bit and try to look after things.
Mesdames et messieurs, s'il vous plaît, restez calmes et restez dans vos compartiments portes fermées.
Now
I see. You think you can hijack this train and get my merchandise without paying for it?
August, let me tell you something. Fräulein Wolf is a spy. Your friends back in Germany set you up to get caught smuggling arms.
Fräulein Wolf? A spy? And me? August Schmidt? Betrayed? This cannot be. Tyler Whitney! We will meet again!
Oh, and there's one more thing. My name isn't Whitney. It's Cat. Robert Cat.
What?
My name is Robert Cat.
I don't know why, but just that last little line. My name is Robert Cat. Everybody's been lying to you since you stepped on the train. And introducing awesome soundtrack. Oh man. Now it's time to deal with Milos. Actually, there is one thing I want to do beforehand. I'm not sure, but
Tatiana.
Она не слышит вас. Бедный мой мотылек. Скоро ты будешь дома, в большом доме, понад речкой. Ничто не изменилось. Все там как прежде. Как ты помнишь, все встретят нас. Дарья Филипповна, старая твоя няня Агафья Михайловна, даже старый Иоганн.
Bloody handprint or
Иоганн.
gown.
Они умерли. Все умерли.
Жар птица.
That was an interesting interchange, personally. For some reason, all of those people being dead has something to do with the Firebird. You could say that the thing is basically cursed almost. Wherever it goes, people die. It's also where the Tsar Petitsia means the Firebird. That's where I learned that. And I used it once in War Thunder. I had Russian planes. I was playing a primarily Russian basically playing Russian planes primarily for a while, so I had my pilot named Tsar Petitsia. Is that a Luger? Holy Toledo.
You won't make it. You are not a Slav. This I understand. But how can you help the Austrians?
I'm not helping anybody. I got a ticket in my pocket to Constantinople and I'm not gonna waste it.
Is this a joke to you? Who killed Tyler? Tyler gave his life for our freedom. And you? What do you believe in? You believe in nothing?
Oh! Nice shot! Well, they're all gone now.
Good. We're slowing down. You can stop shoveling now.
I'm still wanted, so I have another idea.
Keep shoveling.
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind? Stop the train.
As I was telling my friend before you shot him, I've got a ticket for Constantinople in my pocket and I intend to use it.
Constantinople. You won't make it out of Belgrade.
I wasn't planning to stop in Belgrade.
We are still within the Austrian Empire. In the name of the Emperor, I order you to stop the train. Do you think I won't shoot you?
Go ahead.
Oh, is that your border?
Now you've done it. Damn you.
Everybody wave to the border as it goes by!
Give me that shovel.
Yeah, give the poor guy a rest.
Everything
Leave it
under
up to this
control,
dude.
I see. Well done. Maybe you couldn't have stopped the train before we hit the border crossing, but we can't have everything. That's the Serbian army train. By the look of it, I'd say it was General Georgievich. He appears to be following us.
That train's on a different track.
Is it? I believe you're right. What on earth does he think he's doing?
Ej, oni su nas prebacili na stari kolosek.
He says they've switched us onto the old track.
Mi moramo stati, stari most neće izdržati voz ove težine.
He says we have to stop. The bridge is old. It won't take our weight.
It'll have to.
This could be good. Serbian army train is in the Serbian Nationalist General. Glad that thing could stop on a dime. Those trains don't normally do that. Alrighty then!
I say you've had rather a hard morning, haven't you? Why don't you go down and take a bit of a rest? I think we can keep it going ourselves, don't you?
Da, we run train.
Alrighty then. That was fun. Basically, you don't want to stop for a few reasons. First of all is you're still wanted, and second of all, you're in the Austrian Empire, and if, in fact, there is a chance that it'll start war and you still haven't figured out who exactly killed Tyler Whitney. The funny thing is that since all the passengers were left behind, you would think it wouldn't matter anymore, but I think it's also part of the thing where, as a freedom fighter and stuff like that, Robert Kath wants to make sure these guns get as far away from the place where they were supposed to be as possible. So the Austrians can't get them, and the Germans can't get them, and the Serbians can't get them, so he's trying to keep going. Hi.
It seems you'll make it to Constantinople after all. Congratulations, you've won. What about finding out who killed Tyler? Or have you forgotten about him?
Maybe it was one of the Serbs. Maybe Mahmoud.
Mahmoud.
What difference does it make?
Guy with the
They're
sword.
all dead. I can't help Tyler. I can't help anyone. You were right. I never should have gotten mixed up in this. And neither should you.
At least I'm serving my country.
What country? You're Jewish. You speak German. You come from Hungary. What is your country?
My father spent his life in the Austrian military. My brother was killed in action. I think that gives me the right to consider myself an Austrian.
I hope the Emperor appreciates your sacrifice.
What about you? Once you get to Constantinople, where will you go then?
To Jerusalem. There's a man there who has a manuscript I'd like to get a look at. Do you want to come with me?
Oh, if I only could.
Well, why
Do
not?
you think the Empire can totter along for a while without your help? I mean it. Come to Jerusalem with me.
I'm thinking about it.
Keep thinking.
I am the monarch of the sea, the ruler of the Queen's Navy, whose praise Great Britain loudly chants.
Almost there. Oh.
We should be in Constantinople in an hour.
Where did you get this?
I've had it for a long time.
I've seen this tower before.
Where?
In a dream.
If I think for a minute, I'll remember.
It's just a design on a ring.
Only an American would say that.
Oh,
it's
hi.
a family crest. The tower, the hand, every part of it has a meaning.
Maybe they mean you bought it in a flea market.
Don't go away. When I come back, I'll tell you where I saw that tower.
Where are you going?
Out!
That's a very familiar train car. Alright, I like how the picture up here changes as the character does. Hi. Ah, crap.
Ah, Mr. Cat. We have been waiting for you. Not yet, my dear. Would you bring us the Firebird, please?
Oh boy. Everybody wants this thing. Well, I have good news. I remembered to put it back here. Here's the thing. If in fact you do not put it in here, not only is there a chance it gets stolen, but if you take it and then put it back in your room and then release the train cars, it gets left back in Austria. And let's just say he's not too thrilled to hear about that. Alright, here we are. I like how it's like
and now,
her realization.
So kind as to open it.
Her realization that I, in fact, had it. What was the? Was it red? It was that one. I used to remember all these.
We are wasting time.
I'm trying here, dude. What, does this look simple to you? There's like a million gems on this thing. There we go.
How beautiful you are.
What's that sound?
Look out the window. It's growing dark.
But what is it?
Don't you know? It is the beating of its living heart. Now,
nicely
make
placed thunderclap.
Play the solace. Play it!
It's not the same song. What is this thing? A multi-song recording device or something? Good grief. This thing's got all sorts of tricks. But it does raise the question. Why not?
That's enough. Close the egg now, please. Close it!
Why not the whistle? Shall we find out? Hi.
No!
The Talk's alive!
Was du denn her? Oh, ich hätte dich fast vergessen, Max, mein kleiner Schatz. Oh, ja. Jetzt ist alles.
Tatiana. I'm glad somebody remembered that.
Давайте, Маруша, война должна закончиться.
Let's go. Take me away from here now, please.
I was getting emotional at this part.
What are they saying? What's happening?
It's war! Avusturya ve Sırbistan harpte! Harp! War!
I know a skipper who can take us to Gallipoli. We can get a boat there to Jerusalem.
God, I love that shot.
Don't look at me.
Like, that is some incredible artwork.
This war won't last longer than a month. I'll come to Constantinople as soon as it's over. I'll take the first Orient Express that runs after the war. If I don't see you, I hope you find what you're looking for. Take care of Max for me.
The Orient Express service between Paris and Istanbul was stopped by the outbreak of the World War in July 1914. It did not run again until May 1932. And if you watch, you'll see the borders change of how things changed all through World War I, excuse me. And there it is, folks. That is The Last Express. I would suggest looking up this song too, since I'm about to talk a lot, but this is probably one of my favorite soundtracks in gaming too, just because it's unbelievable. I don't think there's any names I need to remember here, but if you see any and realize they're big names, just let me know. So what do you think? How about that ending? Holy crap, it was the stinking bird! When we saw that, we were floored. It was out of this world a crazy plot twist. And the thing is, if in fact you were to look at all the information, you would kind of get it. There is something about the egg. Everywhere it goes, somebody dies. Unfortunately, I had to kind of tell you that, and I apologize for that. That was my fault. I missed something, and I should have shown you. I should have been able to remember that before I started going through, and that way I wouldn't miss some things. But basically, if you play through it yourself, look around at all the information, all the potential clues you can find, and you'll find a lot of stuff, especially in the early part when you talk to Kronos. There's a part where they leave you alone in that entry room. Not the entryway, the room. And there's the book I told you about, and it tells the story of the Firebird. And then there's some reason, you know, Tyler was terrified all of a sudden, because I think he figured out what the thing was. And I think the story basically is, it's not like it's a magical fantasy thing, even though I don't think we have technology, and they definitely didn't have that kind of tech back then. But it was basically an assassination device. If you look at the fairy tale and stuff like that, it's constantly about the Firebird. Everything was talking about this egg, the Firebird. And then here's World War II, the 1940s. But, they never tell you if they ever got back together or anything. I think the storyline is the strongest part of this. And I know some people will say, you know, it was some sort of, like, pulled out of their rear end thing, but I think there's a lot of hinting that there was something more about that egg, especially with the picture being different during two different times of the day. It was displaying it already had more technological ability behind it than originally was shown. Now, reasons why I love this game, I've mentioned the storyline, the characters are amazing. I think, again, I'm always going to get emotional because I've always thought Tatiana was a great character. She was always fun to listen to. She had a you know, spunky, spirited little thing. It was also really, really nice, and it was just this horrible thing that she ended up basically watching her childhood friend and somebody she cared about a lot get stabbed to death in front of her. Broke her mind. and then she ends up basically blowing herself up along with all the guns and everything. Hopefully to stop the war. Yes, her motivation was good, but unfortunately, it didn't work. Obviously. Down to 1990. 91. But anyway, I love how the puzzles are. If it's not something where there are a few things where it seems like it's a traditional style puzzle. There's not a lot of things being combined, but it's built to be very immersive. It's built to have you get into the game and really just feel like you're part of the train. And that's why I say, buy the game. Try it yourself. Try to do things differently than I did, and you'll find there's stuff I didn't even come across. There's conversations I'm sure you heard talking in the background. Those are all conversations you can co-listen to. There's 3 different save games. I didn't show you this before, but you can do a red and a green egg too. There are a few things that I will say. The save game system is awesome. I do like it, and I do like the rewind and stuff like that. It kind of helps you realize where there might be a point where you could have done something differently, which is all right. It's that I think the problem is that there are a lot of times when you literally have no idea what you're supposed to do. It took a lot of work to figure stuff out. Find the key. You know, Anna Wolf's key was a big one. Once you find that, the whole train is open to you. How to make sure you have the gold shown to Schmidt, and you can keep the egg all at the same time. There's just certain things where it doesn't seem like it's the first thing you would think of, but when you think about it, it does make sense, because about the time that the Serbian terrorists start taking over the train, you realize that the train can't stop in Austria. You've got you on there who have been working with them. There's a lot of stuff going on, and you still got bombs and guns sitting in the cargo hold, which they could use to start the war. It's something where, as you play through it over and over, you start realizing that a lot of the conversations in there and a lot of the stuff that you could listen in on helps build the world, which is why this game has some of the best replayability, if not the best replayability of any adventure game I have ever played. You can keep playing through it over and over and find new stuff, and it kind of helps you see this whole picture of what's going on this train. At times the controls can be a little annoying, and it's, there are things here and there that I'm not a fan of. But it's so overshadowed by how well I think they did this game. It's a very unique game. I've never seen another one like it. Anybody who's even tried, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of a Titanic Adventure in Time or something like that. It's just terrible. I feel like they tried to do it, but they just messed it up completely. Not done by the same guys. But anyway, thanks for dropping by. I think there's more I could say. I just would basically be sitting here gushing about it. Yeah, but that ending forced us to go all the way back to the start and then replay it. If you noticed on Tyler Whitney's body, there's scratches on him. It's something I made sure not to point out because it would just give too much away. You know, maybe they could be finger marks. I don't know if you picked that up. I didn't. We didn't. Anyway, but just little stuff here and there. But anyway, yeah, it's just, wow. I will always get emotional at the ending every single time. I've played this game dozens and dozens of times, and I always get emotional at the ending. It's just like, it's like the culmination of everything that happened, and it's awesome. You know what's funny is if you follow the Serbian terrorists, you can kind of tell they're up to something. They're planning stuff. I think I turned off my AC. Oops, it's getting warm in here. But anyway, if you enjoyed this series, stick around. I will be continuing to do more series. I've got so many other games to play, ones I really want to show you, ones I want to try out, ones I've never played before. I've got more suggestions and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and hit everything. I just want to try and get some of the games that I've been accumulating all this time, because through the last 2 games that I played, I have downloaded, I can say maybe a dozen more adventure games that I need to play. And yeah, so anyway, thank you very much for watching the series. If you haven't seen the whole series and you're just watching this one, you've obviously spoiled the ending, but go back and watch the whole thing. It's a great trek. It's a great journey. And I have all my information down below, all the like Twitch, Twitter, and all that kind of stuff. Check it out. Subscribe, please. Hit the notification icon so you can tell when I post new stuff. And please let me know down below, what'd you think? Wasn't this one of the best games ever? If you disagree, let me know. Give me some good criticisms, things that you kind of didn't like. I know there's going to be some people, if you start posting, you'll mention, maybe some stuff about the storyline that you probably didn't like. It's not, I know I loved it, but I've had people who are like, what the heck was that? Where'd that come from? But yeah, it's partly my fault because I can't hit every single conversation throughout the entire game. But anyway, thanks again, and as always, I hope you all have a great rest of your day.